Hey guys, Jon Eborn here, Signature Real Estate. How are you? Hey, listen, I had a client the other day that was moving in from Colorado that asked me, hey, what are the cool things about living in Utah? I put together a quick list and I wanted to share that with you. Other than the stuff that's obvious, like obviously we know the skiing's amazing, and obviously we know that we have great national parks and Utah Jazz. We can find all that information wherever you want. I wanted to put together a list of 7 other really cool things I think are cool about living in Utah. And so I want to share that with you right now. So here are my other, in addition to those big things, the other top 7 reasons I think Utah is a cool place to live. Keep in mind now, I've lived in Utah my entire life, but for about a couple of years when I was in California. And there's a couple of really obvious and amazing things like I just talked about in Utah you probably already know. Yes, you know we have the best snow on earth. And yes, you know we have some amazing national parks. And yeah, the Utah Jazz are here, and they're a big deal. They've been in the playoffs 31 of the last 38 years. I think that's more than any other team in the NBA. We still have yet to win a NBA title, though, so that'll happen soon enough. But when that happens, this place is going to go nuts. So aside from those really obvious reasons to love Utah, there's 7 things that I hear about from clients all the time that are moving into town from out of state or out of the country. And I'm going to talk about those, and I might even throw in a bonus. Okay, so here you are. You ready? Just for your information, these are not in any really particular order, but now, number 1, almost no matter where you live, it takes you less than about 20 minutes to be in the mountains. So number 1 is the mountains. And I mean, these are real mountains. There's a lot of cities that you think of that are mountain towns, but the Wasatch Front, which is what we call the area from Brigham City down to Payson or so, is really nestled right up against some of the most amazing and rugged, beautiful mountains on the planet. You can toss your bike on a rack and be on foot on pedals in 20 minutes from just really about anywhere. The hiking, the biking, lakes, incredible views are right at your back door. So even if you're not in the mountain for skiing, being in the mountains for year-round activities is just a few minutes away from you, no matter where you live, no matter what part of the valley. You're really close to some great mountains. Okay, number 2, families and kids. Okay, if you have kids, you're going to be right at home in Utah, and so are they. We have one of the highest populations of kids in the United States. There are so many things to do with your littles here, no matter where you live. If you're near Salt Lake like me, Thanksgiving Point's incredible all year round. Downtown, the planetarium, so much more. There's parks everywhere. There's parks and water parks and Lagoon in Farmington. I mean, there's just tons and tons of great stuff to do for all those little eyeballs that you have. And so I have 6 kids, and we've loved all that Utah's brought to our family over the years. So it's great for kids. Okay, number 3. Culture and fine arts. You might not believe this. We have a thriving cultural and fine arts community here in Utah. The Utah Symphony is world-renowned. The Mormon Tabernacle Choir is a must-see. If you've never heard of them. We have some amazing museums. The Museum of Natural History, the Fine Arts Museum at the University of Utah. All of them absolutely incredible and amazing. In Thanksgiving Point, there's 4 little ones. There's a museum called the Museum of Curiosity that my kids just loved when they were young, and there's some cool things to do there. So that's something that's amazing. Okay, number 4, really low crime rate in Utah. Utah's known for having a super low crime rate compared to other states in the U.S. So our violent crime rate is about half the national average. Property crime's lower. Theft crime is lower. All in all, Utah's a really safe place to live. I had a client tell me the other day that even the homeless people in Utah are super, super nice and kind here. So Utah has a historically really low crime rate. There are cities in Utah that have next to no crime. And okay, number 5, the business climate and the tech scene. Okay, you've probably heard about Silicon Valley, California, but have you heard about Silicon Slopes? Silicon Slopes is a vibrant technology center that sits right between the Salt Lake and Utah counties. We have some of the most innovative and thriving businesses on the planet here, names that you, I'm sure, have heard of, founded right here on Silicon Slopes. In fact, just yesterday, the Washington Post had an article that puts Utah as number 1 in the country for business-friendly states. And that's the 15th year in a row that we've done that. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, or you want to be a business owner, Utah is really the place to do it. Part of that reason is because we still have, even with the wild real estate market, number 6, a really low cost of living. Generally, wages are high. We have low taxes. Wages are increasing, I should say. We've not always been known for having the highest wages, but they've really been increasing lately to keep up with some inflation. Utah has generally been known as a pretty inexpensive place to live, and housing has been a little nuts the last year, like it has around most of the U.S., but wages have been increasing too to kind of keep up with that, especially in the tech center. So some roles have seen increases of more than 50% in the last 2 years. We have a flat state sales tax, which is nice. We treat pensions and retirement funds better than most states. All in all, the cost of living here is really better than you're going to find on either coast and in almost every major metro area, especially for the size of city we have here. So that's number 6. Okay, number 7, the grid, the traffic, and the parking. Utahns, well, we're kind of known for being square, right? So, but seriously, maybe that's because our houses and our streets were all designed fairly square. When the pioneers landed here about 170 some odd years ago, they plotted out the street grid with all the streets running north and south and east and west, so that almost everywhere you go, if you know the north and south coordinate and the east and west coordinate, you can just pop in your car and self-navigate. On the way there, you'll notice and you'll love the wide highways, the HOV lanes. We even have some streets that are flex traffic lanes, so traffic can switch depending on whether we're accommodating commuters in the morning or the evening. And when you get where you're going, you almost never have any issues parking. You have wide open spaces, lots and lots of room, and not a lot of stress. I'm not going to say that Utahns are known as for being the most accommodating and nicest drivers in the world, but that's probably the case in most larger cities. But generally, you're going to find that you can get where you're going without a whole bunch of problems. So that's one of the things I love about this state. Now, if you add in the resorts, skiing, amazing golf, great lakes, boating, fishing, like great fishing, great hunting, if you add in all that stuff, you can see why the world is really flocking to Utah right now. And it's a super popular place to be. We love it here. So if you're thinking about making a move to Utah, call me, text me, flash me the bat signal, whatever it takes, and I'll respond faster than you think I will. And we'll make a plan to get you all the info you need to make the best decision you can about where you want to move and when you want to move here, where you want to land, okay? So that is the 7 things I love about Utah. But wait, I said there might be a bonus. So the bonus reason that you're going to love coming to Utah is, and you might not believe this, but Utah is really nice. Seriously, I hear it all the time. Utahns are just generally really nice people. Part of it might be the predominant religion that's here. Some of it could be the wide spaces and the low stress lifestyle, the great weather, the other amazing things we've already talked about here. But people are generally in pretty good moods and happy and nice. My guess is when you move here, you're going to find what most other people do, that this is just a state of really good people doing good things. So, all right, so that is 8 of the best reasons I think you should move to Utah. You should love living in Utah. I think you're going to love it here when you move here. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this list as well. Tell me if you think I missed something. Again, I'm a full-time engaged resource for you. If you have any questions or real estate needs in Utah, whether you're selling or buying or just thinking about, call me. Let me show you around in person or even virtually. I can do that, and I can't wait to meet you. Now, if you like this video, please hit the like button for me and push that subscribe button too. I put out relevant, useful real estate content multiple times a week. If you have any questions, hit me up, and I'll even record a video just to answer those questions for you. Okay, so, all right, so thanks so much for watching this video to the end. It really does mean a ton to me. I love what I do here in Utah. I got my real estate license when I was 18, so that is more than a couple of years ago. And not one day since that has felt like work. I just love this business and I love this city. So I can't wait to read your comments and answer any questions you have, show you around this beautiful state that I call home. Okay, we'll see you soon. Best wishes. Bye.